During this series of The Sixth Sense, I'm going to be showing you some one-to-one readings that I've done around the country to coincide with the dates of my UK tour. This particular reading that we're going to show you today was for a lady called Lynn. To show you that sometimes my sittings take place in the most unusual of places, we commandeered a room at St David's Hall in Cardiff. Let's take a look and see what happened.
My name is Lynn. I live in Gilvac, which is in the Rhymney Valley. I booked tickets to go and see Colin Fry in Cardiff, and they were asking if anyone was interested in a one-to-one reading, and my daughter put my name forward, and I was lucky enough to be chosen. Well, before my reading with Colin, I did sort of half believe, but the other half of me was a bit sceptical.
Hello, Lynn.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming along today. Immediately I've got the sense of two people drawing close. I have the sense of a gentleman drawing close to us, and I feel the sense of a lady that I would have to say was an older lady when she passed to the world of spirit. I feel as though the gentleman for a moment is just going to stand back a little bit because he wants to let the lady have her opportunity to communicate to you. I'm going to describe this woman as a little dynamite because I feel that she was small-ish in stature, but she had a huge personality. What she said went, and it wasn't because she forced the issue, it was because everybody respected her so much that they knew that if she said something, it was probably the best way to do things or the best way to go about things. Now, okay, darling, I'll tell it. Now, what I'm going to have to actually say here, darling, I'm going to stick my neck out here because I've got to go with the feeling. I've got a feeling it's your mum that I've got trying to connect to me at this point. And the feeling that she's actually given me is the fact is that you've had to almost take over a role in the family that she once had, because like everybody comes to you with everything that's wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. And in fact, I get the feeling that like everyone says, "Oh, thank God you're around because you're just like mum." All right.
There was always somebody in my mother's house, always aunties and cousins and whatever. They all came to my mother, always brought their problems and whatever. And I just taken over. That is so true because everyone comes to her. When she was young, she was very petite. When she got older, she put on weight. But when she was young, she was small. Only weighed 7 stone. I always told the story of she only weighed 7 stone. So yes, it must have been my mother, and she did demand a lot of respect.
Your mother had the most stunning hair when she was younger.
Yeah, she did. Always had lovely hair. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful hair, and I think that really right up until the end, the appearance of her hair, she maintained.
Yeah, she took great pride in her hair. I can remember her. She would damp her hair and she would push like that so that there was a wave, you know. I can see her doing that now. Push the wave in her hair. Yeah, she took great pride in her hair.
The other figure that I've got with me, I feel must be Dad. Because as I feel his thoughts coming in, he's just saying, wants to remind you about something funny about having to give him a bed bath or give him a bed wash. And it's
Gotta be my father.
it's like,
It must be.
every time you had to move him, it was uncomfortable for him.
Oh, love him, yes.
And it's like, and in the end, you both ended up laughing because even though he was in pain, it became such a funny thing about having to give him a bed bath.
Right, yeah. I looked after my father for 4 years. I never had any help from social services. I kept him clean, and the bed was downstairs, and I washed him and changed him. But he looked after his own personal bits. I would do everything else, and he would do that. Well, it was days before he died, only just days before he died. And I said to my mother, "No, Mum, Dad can't wash his bits. You're going to have to do it." "Oh, all right, love," she said, "I'll do it." So I left them in the front room. I was in the living room. I said, "Mum, if you're in any difficulty, call me." And I could just hear my father going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, Nance," because that's my mother's name, "Nance, Nance." And then my mother saying, "Ooh, hello, stranger. I haven't seen you for a long time." You won't use that, will you?
Did you find some like Valentine cards or love letters?
Yeah, I've been looking at cards.
All right, of things that Dad had sent to Mum or Mum had sent to Dad?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Can I just let you know that they're both pleased that you've got those?
Yeah.
Because they know that you will preserve them.
Yeah. The morning I came to see Colin, I was looking for old photographs. Well, in all my mother's old photographs. And there's not just photographs in there, there's a lot of letters and cards, Valentine cards and birthday cards. And there's also little letters that say, written to my father then, by my younger sister, she's always been a bit of a girl. Dear Dad, I love you very much, please can I have 6pence? And he's kept those letters, so I'll keep them, I'll always keep them.
Tell me, my love, was your mum in hospital when she passed?
Yeah.
And would you please understand that they moved her from one space or one area to another?
That's right.
And then just very, very shortly before she finally passed, they were talking about moving her again. And you said, no, leave my mother where she is.
Yeah.
All right. Your mum's just asked me to say to you, she wants to thank you for making sure that they did not move her again. She just wanted to be left in peace to slip out of this life. And she's saying she knows that you did actually put up quite a thing and say, no, you are not going to move my mother again.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. She just wanted to thank you for that and saying, I'm so glad that you made sure that they did not move me again.
Oh.
All right.
Well, that's such a comfort, that is. She had dementia, Alzheimer's, but it wasn't severe. And she would have good days and bad days. One morning, I went in to get her out of bed and take her to the toilet, and she couldn't walk. When the doctor came, he found that her blood pressure was very low, and they took her into hospital. A few days before she died, they were thinking of moving my mother from the hospital she was in to another hospital where they would carry out different tests, and I didn't want them to do that. I didn't want them to do that because I didn't think she'd survive the journey, the ambulance journey, and I didn't see the point because her quality of life was so poor anyway before she went into hospital. And I often wonder if I'd made the right decision, but it was a joint decision anyway. But now I know I did make the right decision.
My darling, was it you, please, that when Mum was like on those final few hours, was it you that actually said, I don't think it'll be long now, she's so cold?
Well, my sister said she was cold. My sister said.
Can I just tell you, please, that your mum wants you and your sisters to know you needn't have worried about her being cold because she was out of herself already by then and she was actually looking down.
Yes, we were. We were touching her arms. All the time we were touching her and her face, and she was getting colder. And one of us did say, I can't say which one of us said, but one of us did say, oh, she's getting colder. And that, to me, is proof positive that was my mother. That was my mother talking that day.
And with that, then, I'm going to say I am more than happy to leave your mum and dad's love with you. And I'm very pleased to be able to let you know that they are together and happy on the other side of life. Thank you very much for coming to join me today.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Oh, that was lovely. That's all I wanted to know, because good. I do believe, but not 100%, but yes. I believe 100% now.
Oh, thank you.
I do.
Thank
and
you.
They were so happy in life, and I'm glad that they're happy together now.
Good.
Can't wait to tell my family now.
Good.
After the reading, I planned to look around the shops and then perhaps go to the cinema. But when I came out from St. David's Hall, the first thing I did was to phone my daughter and tell her. I was a bit emotional on the phone, but not because I was sad, it was because I was so happy, I think. And I did manage to go into Marks and Spencer's and buy a few goodies and then jumped on the train because I just wanted to come home and I wanted to share it with everyone in the family. I wanted them to know what I knew, that it's true, that there is something else besides this. I wanted them to know.